Hello, it's Laura Firth and welcome to our 30-minute butt and ab class today. So we're going to begin standing today. So we're going to start with our neutral standing alignment. If we begin with our feet hip width, lift your toes, spread them out and then place them back down and feel as though you're lifting the arches of your feet away from the floor. And from there, draw your belly in. Lengthen your tailbone, draw your shoulders back and then bring your palms so they are facing backwards. Begin to pump the arms back. So we breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. As if you're doing the 100 but standing this time. So keep a long spine, keep your shoulders drawing back and use the belly, so bracing the abs to control the body movement. So keep the length in the spine and the body, keep grounding through your feet, keep drawing the arms back and release them down. Breathe in to lift the arms, breathe out to lower and lift the right knee. Breathe in to lift and switch sides. Breathe in. Now we're trying to eliminate any sitting in the hips. So lift the hips out of the thigh bones, draw the belly in. Now make your movement and your breath a little bit more dynamic. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and lift, lower, lift and lower. Now we're going to extend the leg. So lift, lower, breathe out, breathe in and right and left. Press the palms back this time. Lift and really long and lengthen the spine. Slowly lower down and then squat and lift. Hips back and down, tailbone under. Belly in nice and strong, chin to the chest and arms reach really high. This time lifting your right knee, lift your left knee. Lift your right knee and your left knee. Lower it down, take your feet wide, turn your toes out slightly and then bend your knees, press your knees back. Now elbow down to the right and the left, to the right and the left. Imagine you have 2 panes of glass that are in front of you and behind, so you just want to slide against those. Now release the hands down, reach them down to the floor and go a little bit quicker, so making us a little bit warmer and activating the core a little bit more. Arms by the sides, circle down and all the way out, bending the knees and then stretching. Breathe in, breathe out and reverse the arms. I think I had to think about that one a little bit before I reversed. So we breathe in and hold it there, circling the arms forwards with small pulses in the thighs and reverse the arms. Slow breaths. Keep the knees pressing wide, keep the tailbone drawing forwards and under and keep the shoulders relaxed here. Slowly release and then bring your feet together. Let's make our way all the way to the ground. So feet parallel. Breathe in and then roll down through your spine. Nice and slow. Walk your hands out into plank. Knees down if you like. And then come into all fours. Wrists underneath shoulders. Knees underneath hips. Inhale to cat. Lift your head, lift your tailbone. Exhale to cow. Breathe in to lift and lengthen, breathe out to curl the spine. So starting to mobilize the spine a little bit more. And then look to your right hip, look to your left hip. Look into your right, look into the left. Bring yourself back to center and then walk your hands back, bring your legs all the way around. We're going to make our way onto our back. So hands to the back of the thighs, breathe out and roll all the way down through your spine. Make sure your feet are hip width and then bring your head up, chin to chest. You could always leave it down with a block behind it. Begin to pump the arms. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So feet can stay down, knees can lift to tabletop, or legs can fully extend into our Pilates stance. So feel length through your spine, strong belly, so lower back is down into the ground if the legs are lifted. If you want to work harder and go further, bring the legs further down towards the ground and slowly release. Single leg stretch, right knee into chest, left leg away and switch. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Elbows press wide, shoulder blades slide down your back, and ensure again that our lower back is into the ground. Last two, and release. Let's bring both knees in. We're going into double leg stretch, so lower back is into the ground. We breathe in and stretch the legs and arms. Breathe out as you circle round. Breathe in to stretch, breathe out. To modify, always bring your legs so that to tabletop, so knees over hips, ankles in line with knees, or bring the head and shoulders down. You don't have to do this with your head and shoulders lifted. Make sure your shoulders are sliding down your back, lower back really strongly into the ground because we're drawing the abs in really strong. Inhale, extend, exhale, circle. And then scissors, right leg in, left leg away, double pulse and switch. So breathe in, breathe out, out. Try and pull up on the kneecaps as much as you can. If you need to soften the knees a little bit and hold the legs lower, so to be behind the thigh if you need to. Bring everything down, stretch your arms, stretch your legs, stretch your whole body. Breathe in to curl up, breathe out, roll up, breathe in to sit tall, breathe out to roll all the way down. So kind of a modified roll up here. If you need to bend your knees, breathe out, lift up and extend. Breathe in to lower and exhale all the way down. Breathe in, breathe out to lift, breathe in to hold, breathe in, breathe out and lower. So we always breathe out as we curl because that's when we use the abdominals the most, and breathe out as you curl down. That's when we want to use the abdominals to C-shape the spine. So we roll up, lengthen your spine, draw the front ribs in, roll all the way down. Stretch the whole body again. And just notice that keeping my legs active the whole time. Now halfway down, lift the arms and lift the spine. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. So we breathe out, curl, breathe in arms, breathe out, up, breathe in arms again. And then lower. So hold it there, circle the arms, breathe, bend the knees if you need to, and reverse, circle, keep the chin into the chest, spine lengthening, belly draws really strong into the spine so we can protect the back, and all the way down, stretch the body again, and then roll up, this time lifting the legs if you can. Bend the knees if you need to for this one. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in and breathe out and lower. Breathe in, breathe out all the way up, breathe in to hold, breathe out as you lower all the way down. Now if this gets too much at any point, just take a break, take a stretch, hold it there, come back to your breath, and just focus on your body. So if it doesn't feel good in your spine or in your neck, do take a break. There's no shame in taking a break. Hold it in your teaser sitting position, and then right arm opens, left arm opens. Now clasp the hands and then a little bit quicker, side to side. Bend the knees if you need to, bring the feet to the ground. Do what you need to do so it feels good on your body, but you feel the abs strengthen. Draw in and then roll all the way forwards. We're going to come into a plank position. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees down or toes tucked under. So lengthen your tailbone, draw your shoulders down, draw your belly in so your lower back is really long. Now we breathe out as we bring the left leg in, and breathe out as we bring the right leg in. So you breathe in, breathe out. So breathe in as you place the leg down, breathe out as you bring the leg in. And the main thing here is to keep the shoulders and the hips square to the ground. Keep the back of the neck lengthening. Now we're going to go a little bit faster, so think jogging. So breathe out, 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 out. Or synchronize the breath, so breathing in and breathing out. Breathe out, lift the left leg. Breathe out, lift the right leg. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. Really focus on shoulder blades sliding down. Don't let the chest sink down to the ground. So really press the ground away, lift the chest away from the floor. This time knee comes in and you extend the leg to the opposite side. So we're getting a spine twist. So we breathe out, breathe in, breathe out as you bend and extend, breathe in as you lower. Now knee to the side, to the elbow this time. So breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Again, if this is too much, bring the knees down, take a rest, do what you need to do. Now we're going to take a rest. So bring the hips down, extend the arms forwards into our shell or child's pose. And every time with every out breath, try and lengthen your spine all the way from the lower back to the upper back and the neck. Come all the way up, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Now we're going to work the legs a little bit more here. We're going to focus on the butt area. So extend your right leg back, square the hips, breathe out and lift, breathe in to lower. Breathe out and lift, breathe in to lower. So think about drawing up from the inner thigh and wrapping the right outer hip down by drawing your belly in. Just notice that my lower back isn't arching and it isn't moving as I'm lifting the leg. Trying to keep everything really stable. Now lift and circle outwards. Breathing in, breathe out. So one breath for one circle. And then we're going to reverse. Take it the other way. Now just check that the back of your neck is long. I'd probably like my chin to my chest a little bit more here. Now lift and pulse. So lift, 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 lift. Breathe nice and smooth. Big deep breaths. And then lower the leg down. Now we're going to take the leg to the side. We lift and we lower. Now this one is really hard. So if you need to, just don't lift as high. Yeah, just bring it as high as you can while keeping the rest of your posture. So you breathe out and then take the leg back, bring it to the side. Breathe out, breathe in. So again, we're trying to stabilize the body. Try not to create too much movement in the hips and the spine. Use the abdominals to stabilize that. Keep the length in your crown of your head. Keep the chin down to the chest and release. Now take the right leg over to the left and then cross it out. So we cross it over and then out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Really long leg, really long spine. And last two. And last one. Excellent. Bring the leg down. Let's do all that on the other side. Oh, one more exercise, sorry. Bend the knee, heel presses to the ceiling and pulse. So breathe in, breathe out, and then lower. Take the leg back, breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Now with the neck, I want you to think chin to chest and imagine you have a tennis ball underneath your chin that you just hold in between your chin and your chest. So feel like the back of the neck and the base of the skull is reaching forwards, and that will automatically rotate the chin down to the chest. Now we're coming into our circles, our leg circles, circling out. So we breathe in, we breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and reverse. Breathe in, breathe out. Now if our wrists start to ache, take a break whenever you need to. Press pause, stretch the wrists out, give them a circle. Do what you need to do. Release. Now we're going to lift and pulse the leg. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now take the leg out to the side this time, and we lift the leg and we lower. We lift and we lower. Once again, we lift, and we lower. We lift and lower. So really use the breath and take the leg back, breathe out to the side. So down and to the side. Really draw the belly in nice and strong. Control the abdominals. Keep drawing the shoulder blades down. Chin in towards the chest. So posture is really important in all the exercises that we do. So we exercise the body in the correct way so that we are thinking about our posture. So we take the left leg over to the right and then out to the side. Out and then to the side. Now I decided that my range of movement was a little bit safe on this side, so I decided to try and take the leg a little bit higher. So if you feel that you're not working to your maximum and you can go further without compensating your posture, then have a go at taking it further. If it doesn't work, you can always make it smaller again. Bend the knee, heel pulses to the ceiling, breathe in, out, and lower down. Hips to heels, extend forwards, chin to chest, really lengthen your spine, release the shoulders. Here, if you want to circle the wrists to release them, then that is absolutely fine. Come all the way up, and we're going to come down onto our side. Oh no, we're not. First things first, come down onto your back and cross your right leg, your right ankle up past your left knee. That's a good idea. Stretch out the glutes after all that work. So draw the legs in and then press the knee open with the right hand or the right elbow. And you should definitely feel the stretch in the right hip. So just use your breath to try and let the muscles release. Maybe go further and ground your hips down into the floor. Slowly release. Let's do that on the other side. Flex your foot to protect your knee. Press your left knee wide, hips down, and lengthen your spine along the ground. Once again, use your breath. Slowly release. Now we're going to come onto our side. So set up in a straight line. You can have your arms straight. You can have your hand underneath your ear, or you can prop something underneath your ear. Knees bent. Now we breathe in, breathe out to open the knee for clam. And just make sure that you're lifting your waist to create a small arch from the waist away from the floor. Breathe out to lift and open. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out, breathe in. So try and contract the abdominals as you open and just feel as though you're pressing the butt forwards, and that's going to stop your top hip from rolling back. Now open it and pulse the knee back. Really draw the belly in. Now lift the knee, knees touch, toes touch. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. So one breath for each movement. Really try and maximize the rotation around the hip. Really strong abdominal muscles. Still thinking about posture, so drawing the shoulder blades in and down. And lift the knee, circle it forwards this time. Big or small circles, do what you need to do. And reverse, take it the other way. Breathe through the circles, keep the posture. Draw your shoulder blades in, chest wide. And slowly release. Let's come onto our back. Let's cross the ankle over the knee again. Stretch out the glutes. Really good to stretch in between, so we release the muscles, give them a rest, and then we can do more sets and more reps. Slowly release, bring yourself up and then switch round to the other side. So knees are bent, straight line, so head, shoulders, hips are stacked. And then top hand supports, waist lifts, draw your belly in strong. Breathe out to open the knee, breathe in to lower. So we want to think stable hips, stable body, stable spine, and then everything is protected. Nothing is moving, and we're not creating bad movement patterns or bad habits so that the spine compensates for the hips moving. Now knees touch and then toes touch. So we breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So once you've got the movement going with the leg, really bring your focus to the abdominals and the control in the hips. Breathe in and always back to the breath, because the breath helps us to concentrate. It helps us to be precise with the movement. Now let's come into circles. So circle the knee forwards. 2, 3, and reverse. Take it the other way. Big circles or small circles. Do what feels good for you. And relax it down. Come all the way onto your back. Let's cross that foot over the knee and hug the legs in. Press the right knee wide this time. Keep breathing. Calm breaths, nice and smooth breaths. And slowly release. Bring the feet down. And we're going to stretch your right leg up, stretch your left leg so you're in a scissors position, arms wide, breathe in, breathe out, tap the fingers. Breathe in back, breathe out as you tap. So a little bit more abs, keep going with this. So the legs want to stay exactly where they are. If they're not fully straightened, don't worry, bend the knees as much as you need to, or you can keep the left foot on the ground. Now switch the legs. And tap and lift, and breathe in to lower. Tap and lift, breathe in lower. Breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in. Really lengthen. Now hold it here, breathe out. So your left leg is in this time. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. Breathe out, lift, breathe in, lower. Really lengthen the legs away, lengthen the spine in the opposite direction. You really use the breath here. Switch and lower. Breathe out, switch, breathe in, lower. Breathe out, switch, breathe in, lower. Keep going. Keep lengthening your legs. Pull up on the kneecaps if the legs are fully straight, or try to pull up on the kneecaps as much as you can. Fingertips behind ears, cross crawl or crisscross. So breathe in, twist, breathe out and twist. Option is to tap your toes here if you like, or you could have both feet on the floor and just lift one knee alternately as you turn and twist. Fingertips light behind the ears, elbows stay wide. Hug the knees in, relax the head and shoulders down. Just release the lower back. Maybe take circles, and then we're going to bring the feet down, heels underneath our knees, feet hip width, and then peel the spine all the way up, lengthen your tailbone to the back of the knees and down. We lift up high, breathe out, breathe in to lower. Breathe out, lift, breathe in to lower. Breathe out. So your priority here is lifting the hips but lengthening your tailbone. And lower and lift and lower. Keep the inner thighs spiraling in towards each other and lower. You should really feel the glutes working now. We've worked them quite hard already. So we breathe out, lift, breathe in, lower. Hold it at the top, lift your right leg, breathe in to lower the leg, breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower, breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower, breathe out, lift. Keep doing this and keep lengthening your tailbone to the back of the knees. Keep relaxing the shoulders down, keep your arms active into the ground. Keep the back of your neck reaching away. Now keep the leg high, lower and lift, lower and lift. Nice pulses with the hips. Strong but lengthened tailbone. Right leg slowly lowers, left leg lifts. Breathe in, lower, breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower, breathe out, lift. So we're using the abdominals and the glutes here and the hamstrings to stabilize the hips as we move our legs. So we keep lowering and lifting, lowering and lifting. Last one, and then lower the hips, pulse the hips high. Keep the arms pressing down, keep the tailbone lengthening. Try not to let the hips sink down to the ground and leave the back where it is. We'd never want to arch the back. Slowly lower it all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Take some circles on your lower back one way. Release any tension, and then the other way. Roll yourself into a ball, roll all the way up, and come to a seated position. Cross your legs either way. Breathe in to lift the arms, and breathe out. We're going to hinge from the hips. Now ground your hips down, and then extend your spine from there. Now use your breath. Now lead with the chest, because we want to have a long spine here. Try not to round the back. Walk up, breathe in, lift the arms, breathe out, C-shape the spine over to the side, to the right. Left hip grounds down into the floor, so we stretch from a stable base. Breathe in to lift, and then breathe out, turn to your to your right, and your left arm crosses over your right knee. Look behind, so our twist comes all the way up into the neck. Release. Now switch the cross of your legs. Breathe in, lift the arms. Breathe out, hinge forward. Keep focusing on your breath to find even more length within your body. Breathe in to lift, and breathe out, C-shape to the other side this time. Keep rolling the top shoulder back. Breathe in, lift, and then breathe out, turn and twist to the other side, looking back, drawing the belly into the spine to create space and protect the spine as well. It's our main option and our main priority. Then slowly release. Bring your right leg to the front, left leg to the back into a 90-90 for our hip stretch even more. So we're going to come forward from here. Now again, try and come forward with a straight spine. So if you feel a stretch and you're sat right up, then stay there. With every breath as you release more in the hips, you may be able to come forwards. Never matters how deep you are into the stretch, as long as you can feel the stretch. And then slowly lift. And then change legs. Left leg to the front, right leg to the back. 90-90. Flex your feet to protect your knees, and then slowly come forwards. Really use the breath. Soften the hips. Let any tension just dissolve away. Breathe in to lift all the way up. Bring your legs behind you. Not tucking your toes under yet. Take your right foot forwards, come into your lunge. Right hip draws back, left hip draws forwards. Really stretch through the hips. We've done a lot with our hips, a lot of circling. So it's really good to stretch out the areas that you have worked. And then extend your front leg, take your hips back, long spine. Grab something to place your hands on here. Maybe you've got a chair handy, or you've got yoga blocks. Use whatever you need to keep your spine long, and think about your posture. Come forwards and then slowly switch sides. So front knee over your ankle, left hip draws back, right hip draws forwards. Breathe in to lift your chest and lengthen your spine. Breathe out to let the hips sink down. And last breath. Slowly release. bring the left leg back. This time tuck the toes under, work your hands back. Extend your hips high, forward fold over your thighs. Now breathe in and find length in your spine. And I want you to rotate your head side to side. And then nod your chin to chest, roll all the way up to standing. And there you have our 30-minute butt and ab class today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the class, please share and like, share it with a friend. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And we will be back next week with another video. Thank you for joining me. See you next week. Bye.